With the help of the Almighty, I pray to the Almighty to bestow upon me His truth, His wisdom, that I may be worthy of conveying His message and so sanctifying His name and bringing, inshallah, peace to the world. Assalamu alaikum. It is really, I'm humbled, it is an honor and a privilege to be here in Canada and to be invited to come by such distinguished organizations to come and deliver the message of, with God's help, the people from around the world, including in Palestine, the Jewish people who are true to the Torah, that meaning true to the Jewish religion. And in fact, because we are Jews who practice our religion, are true to our religion, we have, from the day one, from the beginning of this movement of Zionism, we as Jews have opposed in its entirety this transformation of our religion, Judaism, from subservience to God, which is Judaism, a religion practiced for 3,000 years, into this new, relatively new movement of a little over 130 years called Zionism, a transformation into nationalism. This is not our religion. This is a strange movement to us. It is a movement of a material concept of having a piece of land. It is clothed, it is masqueraded in our religion, and therefore Jews around the world have opposed, in essence, the whole ideology, this whole political movement of Zionism. And when it planted itself and built itself up in Palestine, our Jewish members, our Jewish people who are living in Palestine refused to accept this occupation. And in fact, they stood up and pleaded with the world that we are opposed to this occupation of another people. Jews are not allowed to steal, Jews are not allowed to kill. Jews are, in fact, ironically forbidden since the destruction of the temple 2,000 years ago. We are forbidden to have Jewish sovereignty. We wait and yearn for the revelation of God's presence, God's revelation of His presence throughout the world. All humanity will serve Him in harmony, and then God will build a temple without any human intervention. But to take a land from a people is contradictory to our religion, and we cannot accept this. Certainly, we cannot accept the occupation of a people who have displayed and provided for the Jewish people friendship beyond and beyond what's necessary, you can say, at the cost of their own lives. They provided for the Jews a home, a safe haven. We went through the Inquisition, the Crusades. We suffered so much, and the nations that embraced us and took us in were the Muslim nations, including, of course, in Palestine. We, as Jews, have lived amongst the people, Muslim people, Arab people, for hundreds and hundreds of years in harmony. We live together as one unit. We babysat each other's children. My colleague, Rabbi Stern, his wife, is 8th generation Palestinian. Therefore, this concept of repaying good with bad, repaying people who have been friendly to us and had no difference, even though we have a difference of religion, we never had any strife, any rift between us. Now, to declare to the world that the people of Palestine, that the Muslim people are anti-Semitic, that detest the Jewish people, this is repugnant, this is unacceptable. The chief rabbi of Palestine in 1947 stood up and pleaded, and this is the United Nations records, in July 16, 1947, the chief rabbi, Rabbi Dushinsky of blessed memory, stated to the United Nations, "We furthermore wish to express our definite opposition to a Jewish state in any part of Palestine." It's the United Nations records. The Jewish community, since day one, as I said, since the beginning that Zionism encroached on Palestine, till today, have stood steadfastly, demonstrating, refusing to serve in their army. You can go to our site at NKUSA, you'll see how Jews are being brutally beaten constantly. They're maimed, they're killed, they're arrested, horses are driven into, and we're not militant, can't be called terrorists. The Jews are being mistreated as if we're dogs, we're animals. Why? Because we refuse to accept this occupation. Why? Because we are children of God, and we say we are all godly creations. We have no right to steal from the Palestinian people. Therefore, I know my time is short. I was also, like many years, and I was this year by the International Conference in the United Nations. We have our obligation, because we are Jews, to tell the world that we are one. Our hearts are together. Kalba Nala Palestine. We are all together with Palestine. We carry the key for a free Palestine. We pray to God that He should bring in our days a total free Palestine. So as Jews, we can show our thankfulness, our gratitude to the people of Palestine, and tell them, here is back your free Palestine that God gave you. This is the voice, and I'm telling you the message of my brothers and sisters in Palestine who are standing, refusing to serve in the army, and serving and standing in solidarity with you. There is, although you've seen these horrendous pictures that tears the heart, but you should know that the Almighty is compassionate. The Almighty will bring us a free Palestine soon in our days, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Rabbi. Rabbi Weiss is from the Jews United Against Zionism.